The following review is going to be in the Transformers Legacy Evolution Core Class Dinobot Slug. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here. Today we're going to do a review on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Core Class Dinobot Slug. Now, in case you don't know, Hasbro is making a new Dinobot combiner, and it's going to be 6 Dinobots. And it's gonna be core class size. So this is Slug. So first we're gonna take a look at the package. Transformers Legacy Evolution, Dinobot Slug, Transformers logo, Slug in his dinosaur mode, core class. There is the mini poster, and his Dinobot Slug, 8 steps. It is 2 of 6 for Volcanicus. Now, of course, we got to talk about the name, Slug vs. Slag, really quick. I grew up in the 80s. He was Slag. Slag was a term for molten lava. Wow, Dinobots come out of the tar pits. And now all of a sudden in the PC world, Slag is a derogatory term in England, of all places. We're not in England anymore. And so everything's got to change. So now he's Slug. But Slug will always be Slag to me. All right, let's get this guy open and see what he is. Now, as you saw in the preview I just had, the way he came packed with this piece and Slug and the instruction booklet. First, we'll take a look at the instruction booklet. All right, Dinobot Slug, A+. Let's see. I like the green, at least the contrast. First, you can put the weapon in his hand as a gun, and then you got him transforming into the Stegosaurus, or Triceratops. Pardon me. And then this is how he transforms into the torso of Volcanicus. So now, and Slug is the torso and not Grimlock, so it's going to be weird. And there is Slug, and number 1 was Sludge, which Amazon should be delivering me pretty soon. And here is the QR code, so we're going to do the QR code first. Alright, so I'm going to get my tablet. We're going to scan the QR code. And there it goes. Let's scoot this back a little. Open browser. Alright, and we get a GIF of, wait for it, there is Slug. So he's got the little head of Volcanicus makes his gun. And he's a pretty cool little figure. Slug Autobot, alternate mode Triceratops, function flamethrower, special unit Dinobot, origin universe G1. Signature weapon, electron blaster, launches beams of pure electron energy at scalding temperatures. Bio. Slug is hard-headed and fiery with scorching flamethrower breath to match. Combines with other Dinobots to form Volcanicus. Alright, skills a 9, intelligence a 4, speeds a 3, and firepower is an 8, which you would expect that from a dinosaur. Alright, next we will look at this. Now, this is, it makes his tail in dinosaur mode, yet this also comes apart, and you've got Volcanicus' head, and it looks just like his Power of the Primes combiner. And then this, I believe, plugs into Sludge. So it is eventually this peg is going to go into this, like that. And that is how you connect him to Sludge. But for right now, all this is a weapon. So you put the face, obviously you cover the face up. Oops, put it in the wrong hole. No comments? No. And then he can put it right there. And that is Slug with his weapon. Now the next question you're going to ask me is this blast effect compatible? So, we're going to find out. And yes, it is. It is Blast Effect compatible. You just gotta, I don't know if they designed it that way, but it does work. Let's see. And he's got little tiny little hands. I'll just back out for a minute. All right, now let's go over. First, we'll look at his face. A classic red face, which is pretty neat. No Autobot symbol, but it's the bottom of the mouth. You go down the chest, you got a red chest, which is pretty good. And then you've got the gray for the hips, and the gray for the legs, the yellow on the toes, the black fists. Back, his legs are hollow, but actually not that bad from comic accurate. Because I know I was looking at my Power of the Primes version, which I'll bring out in a minute. This doesn't separate, but I know it separates on the Studio Series 86. So if you want a Slug with wings, kind of like Grimlock and Sludge, you could always do that. No big deal, but the instructions say to keep it like that. Oh, and there's your Autobot symbol on the top of the Triceratops head. Now, articulation is very limited because he is after a core class figure, but you can move the whole Triceratops head, but you can't move the individual head, which is pretty neat. This goes 360, and then it goes out to the side. There is no waist rotation, and he can kick up a little more than 90. Obviously, that folds in for transformation. Goes out to the side. You got that, so you can move him at the hip. And so you got pretty good movement. And the other leg, same way. You can kick back 90 degrees because it hits the back. I guess that's about it, really. I mean, these legs can move, so if he ever falls down, if he has trouble falling down, you just reinforce it like that. No big deal. And let's see, where can you put this guy? If you split this, will that work? That's a screw hole. Yep, that's a 5mm plug too. So if you want to keep that back there, you can keep that stowed away, nice and squeezy. There we go, and that is Slug. All right, we'll just do some quick comparisons. We'll just keep the film going. Here is Iguanus, a Pretender. Now, Slug is bigger just because of the dinosaur head, but he's still a core class figure. Pretty cool. Here is the Optimus Prime. And then we're going to do the other newest core class figure, Wheelie. So Wheelie is a little shorter than he is. One more, Hot Rod. I know he's like the worst of the core class. And now we're going to bring in Power of the Prime Slug. So, I do got the leader class, but I didn't want to haul out the leader class because, I mean, this is pretty good. So, you've got the same feet. The legs can hang out the same way. The arms, and, well, these arms are backwards, so they changed a little. But as you can see in the back, this is you can't combine, you can't separate this, which is, you know, you could on the leader class, but you can't on the original SLAG. So, and the horns, he's got a see-through horn and red horns, and here they just didn't paint them. There's still the gray and the gold. And that is, so this is your Power of the Primes update. God, we've got Power of the Prime update, we got Core Class update, we got Leader Class update. I really do like how they're doing the Dinobots. Now, if a mainline alternate Dinobots, DYNO, like on Cybertron's past, if they come up with those, that would be really cool on the main line. Alright, so now we're going to first we're going to transform him to the Triceratops. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to rotate these arms up like that, and then pull them forward. We're going to lift the mouth up like that. As you can see, it's pretty easy. And then you want to put these two together. Now these two form this tab, which will go into this hole right here. And so you just got to rotate that around like so. Move the feet down, and then you take this tail, and these form a 5mm port. So you just do that, and there is Slug in dinosaur mode. Now, yeah, he's kind of got a small stomach, but he's not as bad as what I've seen from Sludge. Oh boy, can't wait for that review. But he's not bad. For a core class figure, he's a pretty cool, I mean, they nailed his aesthetics. And let's see, we'll get up close and tight. You got the blue eyes, you got that, I love that yellow golden color. It's like that metallic golden color. He can open up his mouth. The horns are not movable, but there they are. And the feet, obviously, they move like this. So if you want him, you know, taking a bow, he can do that. The back legs go 360 degrees. So if you want him, like, you know, get him in little poses, he's like the flying, look, he's the flying Triceratops. Whee! So, yeah, that's just not much. He's a core class figure. For the price that these guys they put out, it's actually pretty neat. Hasbro's got a cheaper version. Alright, now let's do some comparisons real quick. Alright, first we're going to bring out Iguanus. So we have our Decepticon Pretender versus our Dinobot. And then that is Optimus Prime. Now you can see how massive Slug is compared to Optimus when they're almost the same size in robot mode. Again, here is Hot Rod. My favorite. Not my favorite core class figure, but my favorite figure. There's Wheelie. And our Power Other Prime Slag. So, here's what they look like right now. Not bad for a core class $10 price point. Not bad at all. You got the front matchup. Let's see. I do like the horns pressing out though, but still. You got the side. You got the back. So all in all, not a bad $10 figure, or $11.99 or $8.49, whatever you want. Wherever you get this guy from. All right, and he's not done yet. Okay, now this guy becomes the torso of Volcanicus. So, what you want to do is, first we're going to fold out the feet. So we're going to take these pieces, and we're going to rotate them up. Now, you've got a peg in the dinosaur in Slug's hands, and it's going to go in this slot. So you're going to take the arms, right, and you're just going to soft click them in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the back, get the feet out of the way, and you're going to put this together like you normally do. Like so. Whoops. And then you fold these in. Okay, so you got these clipped in. That's in. That is in. And these you can just keep like that. And you come over here and you take this, and you would get Volcanicus' head. And this is the torso of Volcanicus. For once, it is not Grimlock. It is a Triceratops. Now, when you get Sludge, you would plug this into Sludge's chest, and just the top one you would do like this. And Sludge has 2 holes on him, and that is how you combine Sludge. He's my next one. So right now, though, that is the torso of Volcanicus. And it's not bad. I mean, it is what it is. But pretty neat that we're having a Combiner's core class figures. And then, who asked for those too? Anyway, nobody did. But, and again, I'm back in. And remember, you arm up and then just rotate it that way. Arm up, fold out to the side. So now you got the black hands up. You straighten them out again. And now Slug is all done. Put his weapon back in there. Stick in his hand. And that, my friends, is Core Class Slug. Alright, so make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my channel. We got over 1,000 videos. Sorry about that. I can't control the phone calls every now and then. But like I said, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. If there's a link to buy this guy from either like Big Bad Toy Store or Amazon, feel free to do so. It helps me out a lot. And stay tuned for Sludge will be our next Core Class Combiner figure. And I also just recently posted Leo, Prime, and Tarn. So if you haven't seen those yet, look those up and watch those. Alright, and this is it for this review. So, me Slug saying, sorry, Rodimusbill out.